I'm Calvin Chapman with another edition of the Hgp Sportscast. GCB, in collaboration with the Ministry of Education, Digicel and Bank ZIH on Friday, October 16th, officially launched the Inter-Secondary Schools Nationwide Cricket League.
The purpose of running off secondary school cricket is to ensure that there's a feeder system for the clubs across the country. So we will be running off this competition in a kind of in two pathways. One would be run similar to the Ministry of Education's schools district athletics competition. We will also have another pathway where we want a national school to come out of this competition. So in the different zones, the schools will play off, and then you would have a national school championship playoff.
Secretary of the GCB, Anand Sanasi, Senior Director of Sponsorships and Events Manager Luana Abrams, supported the initiative of molding well-rounded students.
Our country is moving to a place where we're trying to have academics fused with sport. And Digicel is always a company that really focuses on youth development through encouraging sport within the schools and encouraging our youths to move forward in their athletic capabilities.
Minister of Education Dr. Rupert Rupnarine said he's anxious to see the budding talent this competition is set to find.
I am really very happy to hear how much development there has been in the cricket across the schools, and I can't wait to see the outcome. In other words, the team that is going to emerge and act really as a feeder into our system. I've been complaining for years about the fact that we are not, in effect, developing nationally the cricket through the schools and through the clubs and so on, leading to, a lot of anemic performance right at the top. I think that we're on the way to correcting all of that, and I want to congratulate those who have organized this competition, and certainly congratulate and thank those who have made it possible with their financial support.
The tournament will see over 150 schools across the country competing, with the overall winner receiving a full sponsorship by the GCB to participate in the Sir Garfield Sobers School Tournament in Barbados. Sweeping changes expected in football administration as reforms of the GFF and its members associations winds down. Georgetown Football Association elections slated for Saturday, October 17th.
The football in Guyana has been in a state of reform, and in keeping with that, and as by mandating, the Georgetown Football Association would have been ensuring that all the necessary rules and regulations as it pertains to Constitution would have been followed.
The GFF Normalization Committee will also serve as the electoral body. Approve 2 slates for the GFA elections. Heading up Slate 1 is former GFF President Christopher Matthias, and Slate 2 is led by Assistant Commissioner and Commander Police A Division Clifton Ikin.
On Slate 1, as submitted by the Beacons Football Club, we have President Christopher Matthias, Vice President Mark Phillips, Vice President Akram Sabri, Vice President Stephen Joseph, General Secretary Adepimo Peters, Treasurer Aduki Wolford, and Assistant Secretary Treasurer Charmin Wade. Slate 2, President Clifton Hicken, Vice President Aaron Fraser, Vice President Frank Paris, Vice President Charles Greaves, General Secretary Altia Scipio, Treasurer no nominee, Assistant Secretary Treasurer Lloyd Millington.
While persons for both slates submitted in writing their willingness to serve, the acting Vice President presented one concern.
At the Georgetown Football Association's level, we just have one concern, but again, being guided by the Guyana Football Federation, and since they would have said that these are the 2 eligible slates, then I guess it can only be assumed that they are. But we have noted that Slate 2 has no nominee at the position of treasurer, which, in our little knowledge based on the Constitution, should have been there. But again, as I said, we have been guided by the Guyana Football Federation, and so based on that, we are really very happy to be able to make this announcement.
Ms. Laverne Fraser. The AGM of the GFA starts at 11 a.m. Saturday, October 17, 2015 at the Sleeping Hotel Boardroom, Brigdam, Georgetown.
The Courts Pee Wee Under 11 Schools football tournament continues on Saturday, October 16th at 10 a.m. at the Tourist Park ground for round 3 of the group stage in the competition. 24 schools will continue to vie for the top spots 1 to 16. Rugby news. Banks DIH Limited and the GRFU today on Friday, October 16th launched the Banks Bay Rugby Sevens to begin the season. The tournament is scheduled to start Sunday at UG Ground.
Our boys have gone places and have brought home titles to our dear country, Guyana. It is really a very auspicious occasion to once again support the Guyana Rugby Association with the Sevens tournament.
President of the GRFU, Peter Green, commended Banks DIH for its long relationship with the Rugby Union.
Banks has been supporting the Sevens for a very long time, and this was since way back in the 80s, 70s. So this is a very traditional tournament which we use normally to start the official Sevens season.
Public Relations Officer Troy Peters reminisced on the years of rugby and encouraged families to make it a picnic day.
We look forward to them coming and showing the support to rugby at a new venue, because all the year we've known that the National Park has been the place, and so university is now putting their venue on the line. And I would urge it's a very spacious place, so that fans can come out and families can come out and have an enjoyable day.
Several clubs will participate in both the male and female categories, and competitive rugby is expected from the teams and defending champs UG Wolves.
Police Force are the challengers this year because they're young. They're now out on board, and we're going to see some good game. And we also have 2 women's team, the national mix A and B team.
There's a rivalry going on right now that you have with the women. That's the over 35 and the under 35. There's a lot of banter and friendly give and take, and they're saying that the women are very determined to prove that they've still got a lot of steam in them, and you can't write them up. And what we've seen is that they've proven the point last week, so I'm hoping that the young girls bounce back this week.
The Ruggers are expected to get going at 10 a.m. And that concludes sports. Now take a look at your weather forecast.